Let's discover how to use this Olympic style stance and guard, straight punches, and moving with lead foot first business here on the heavy bag. Beginning with the Olympic style stance and guard, our job is to maintain it, hold true to it, and not let it deviate. A couple of ways that typically happens when you get on the bags is elevation. As you punch and move around, you want to stand up and get open, and guard. You really want to try to keep your hands up because these are going to want to slide as you punch and as you move around. So putting those two things in your mind right away. Keep a low elevation and keep your hands up as you maintain this Olympic style stance and guard throughout this exercise. So here we are in it, the Olympic style stance and guard. Right away, let's find our range. By range, I mean the distance between us and the bag, because you want that to be correct. So here comes the jab. If you put this jab out there and it makes contact with the bag and you can feel that your weight is about directly centered on top of your legs, on top of your foundation, then that's the sweet spot. Right now I can feel that my weight is back just a little bit. I'm going to move my feet back just a little bit so I can feel that weight centered. And then when you come through with your straight right hand, it's going to be right directly in range. It's going to land correctly. So put your jab out there and make contact with the bag. And if you feel like you're having to lean forward to reach the bag, move your feet forward. If you're feeling like you're squashed and you've got to lean way back to lock that punch out, move your feet back. Correct distance with the jab is body weight centered on your foundation. The straight right hand comes through. I want you to make sure your off hand is up. And your off hand is the one that's not punching. So in this case, I'm throwing my right hand. My off hand is my left hand. Keep it up. When you throw your jab, you're thinking a little bit about your right hand right now. That's your off hand. You want that directly under your nose. As you throw your punches on this bag, try to get a good, long, full extension every time you throw this punch and bring it all the way back every time you throw these punches. That's called throwing a full punch, a full jab, all the way out, all the way back. A full right hand, all the way out, all the way back. So now we've maintained our Olympic style stance and guard. We found our range and we're throwing good straight punches. Let's bring some movement into play. Moving with the lead foot first, we're going to be deliberate. Every time we move, we're going to be aware of our stance and make sure that it's correct. So you might throw a few punches and take a step back with that lead foot first, and now you're out of range. Now we're going to step forward back into range with our jab. And that looks like this, stepping with the jab. So we're coming in range and out of range, which is a handy thing to know how to do. Hit and don't be hit. After you come in with that jab, you can follow it up with the right hand. Come back with the jab. Maybe throw what I call a straight flurry, which is a jab, jab, right hand, jab. Maintaining the Olympic style stance and guard, elevation down, hands up, and moving with the lead foot first. Now let's move off. We're going to move left. Left foot first, other foot catches up, and now I'm not on top of that bag. That's okay. I just took myself out of harm's way again. Now I'm going to come back, get my punches off again. Move to the right. Took myself out of harm's way. I'm going to come back again. Get my straight punches off. You can see that between the Olympic style stance and guard, moving with the lead foot first, and throwing these good quality straight punches, you're really getting the hang of how to actually hit the heavy bag and get boxing. So as you put those things together and do them on your own, it can look a little something like this. Stepping off, coming back. Stepping out, coming back in, mixing your punches up a little bit. You could double and triple that jab up. Moving off, coming back, hands up, chin down, tucking the stomach, bend the knees, getting long, full punches, keeping your off hand up. And that's how you do it. Now you know.